Dear students, Assalamu alaikum. I hope you would be safe inside your homes. Dear students, from tomorrow, your examinations are commencing from class 10th, and for the class 12th, it is from 12th of November. So you have to put extra efforts in these days. You have to work hard so that you can crack these examinations with nice percentage of marks. Dear students, the only option left for you is that you have to remain without sleep even for the nights so that you can take your board to the bank. You are not physically in schools, you are virtually connected to your teachers, that digital platform which was arranged for you. And digital platform can't be substitute for the actual mode of teaching, but to some extent, or we can say greater extent, it facilitated you in the end. Yet students, today morning a student forward a query to me, what is difference between should and ought to? Dear students, this is a very important question. It is better is to have this from the English expert or English specialized teacher. I'm shouldering the task of teaching you English in absence of the English teacher where I am posted, but I will try my level best to make you understand what's the difference between should and ought to. Dear students, semantically there is no difference between should and ought to, and they are used interchangeably. And should is used to should as well as ought to is used to show or express it, used to express obligation, duty, advice. But there is difference, slight difference. When you are legally bound, you use should there. For example, you should reach school in time. This you are legally bound there. You should remain in the school from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. You are legally bound there. This is duty, but you are also legally bound. And something there is that is the should expresses the subjective opinion. Subjective opinion means the personal opinion. What I think is the best for you to do. For example, you should call your mother more often. It is what I think is best for you. This is the subjective your opinion, personal feelings, and ought to means where you are morally bound and you, which is very necessary, that can't be avoided. It is the objective feeling and general truths. So when we use should and ought to both express duty, obligation, advice. But when there is a moral obligation, it is more suitable to use ought to there. For example, you should respect your elders. You should respect your elders. This is the obligation. This obligation. But it is you should respect your parents. This is also obligation. But more precisely, it is moral obligation because you are morally bound here to respect. You ought to respect your parents. You ought to respect your teachers because here you are morally bound because morality comes from your religious aspect. You should always care for your friends. This is where you are. This is the obligation. But you should offer 5 times a day. This is also a obligation. But better is to use you should ought to pray 5 times a day because you are morally bound here to pray. So should and ought to express advice, duty, and obligation. Semantically, there is no difference between them, they can be interchangeably used. But should is used when there is subjective opinion. Subjective opinion, it means the personal opinion. For example, what I think is the best for you. You should call your mother more often. I think it is best for you. And R2 is what? It is objective opinion, which are general truths, which are necessary. Where you can't, it can't be avoided. For example, you ought to pray 5 times a day. You are here bound, morally you are bound. And you should reach school well and time. You are here legally bound. So there is the legal obligation as well as the legal duty as well as the moral duty, or legal obligation and moral obligation. For example, you should respect the captain of your cricket team. Here you are legally bound. You are legally bound. It is the subjective opinion, or we can say what I think is the best for you. But you ought to respect your parents. Here you are morally bound. You are, there is no legal binding on it. You are morally bounded to respect your parents. So you should use ought to instead of the. More important is that should is used in indirect speech as the past of shall, and there is no past of ought to. Remember, for example, Ram said to me, I shall go home. Ram told me he should go home. This is the, in case of indirect speech, the past of shall is should, but ought to having no past at all. So there, students, there is a difference between shall and should, a slight difference. However, they are interchangeably used. Should, it is the subjective opinion, and ought to is the objective opinion. Semantically, they having no difference at all. They can be interchangeably used. But when there is obligation, there is a duty, there is a moral duty, it is ought to that is used. And when there is legal duty, that should is used. And should is also used for the mark of respect. And should is also used for giving suggestions. And ought to is also used for giving the suggestions. This, dear students, this is all about ought to and should. Hope you have grasped the concept. You must see these things on your available grammar book so that you can have the difference, the slight difference yourself, and also call any English teacher also best English expert so that you can learn the things well. Dear students, the important thing is that you should see these things on your grammar books, and you should also make a phone call to English expert so that you can learn the things well. Dear student, in these days you have to put extra efforts, do extra hard work so that you can crack the examinations. And I hope this concept has reached to you. Work hard and you will crack the barrier with ease. Thanks. Be well.